Welcome to the Moxi Skates YouTube channel. My name is Estrogen, and today I'm going to be answering some frequently asked questions about the Rainbow Rider skate. The Rainbow Rider was inspired by a trip that I took with my friend Dita, who was our product developing coach in that last video you might have watched. We went, Dita has a magazine called Anti-Click Zine, and it's a zine that is completely curated by Dita, and it has the last few years of all the amazing things that park skating has, where park skating has been and gone. And one place we went was South America. We did a trip in South America and Central America. We went to Argentina, Costa Rica, Colombia, and we learned that there was a need for Moxi there, that it was very difficult to get Moxi in those countries, and that there was so much undiscovered talent that we didn't know about until we made the trip and met the locals. And there's just something about South American skating that is just, there's so much passion and so much talent. And skaters in South and Central America are just, they're incredible. They have so much passion and energy. And it was sad that we didn't have Moxi there. So we decided that we were going to make a skate that would be more affordable to bring into countries like Colombia and Argentina more easily. So we came home and we created we were inspired by some vintage designs, and then we worked with my favorite shoe designer, Taylor. She has a company called Taylor Says, and she creates high heels, and she does just the most beautiful artwork. She created the rainbow skate for us, the rainbow pattern on the side, after and inspired by this custom skate. So this is taken from a retro design that I always wanted to see in real life. Like, I had seen this illustration on t-shirts and in stationery and all kinds of stuff. This old skate I'd never saw as an actual real skate before, so I wanted to make a custom pair. And then I took them to Skate Love Barcelona and wore them all weekend, and people loved them, and I had a feeling that, like, this really cool design would do really well on a really affordable skate. So we married those two concepts, and we sought out a supplier that was going to be able to improve the quality from the Beach Bunny at a lower price point. And we created the Rainbow Rider. They're made in Cambodia, and they do have, they're made out of, they've got PVC uppers, and they do have a laminate on them that can scratch off and rub off if you're using them, if you're dragging them at the skate park. You know what? At the skate park, we're like dragging our toes. You really want toe protection. And the main difference between the Beach Bunnies and the Rainbow Riders is that the Beach Bunnies you can use at the skate park. They've got a really supportive ankle, there's supports in the uppers and in the ankles. There are also supports in the $99 skate, but the Beach Bunny, it's more secure, and the supports are stronger, they're stiffer. They also come with toe protection, so the laminate on the outside of the Beach Bunny is not gonna scratch off on the toes if you've got toe protection. We're actually coming out with an aftermarket accessories kit that's going to be available in early 2020 fun, and it will come with a toe guard and a toe stop. The toe stops, as you could tell from the skate park video, are not very grippy. So if you're used to a grippy toe stop and really digging your toes confidently into the ramp so that you can push your weight on into the toe stop and get out of bowls, then it's going to be harder for you to put that much confidence into the toe stop on the Rainbow Rider. The skates are available right now on moxiskates.com and many other skate shops. So you can get they're available now, and they're shipping today and tomorrow and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. We're going to be working. We've got one person doing a lot of shipping in the warehouse right now. So I'm going to move from the toe stop. Oh, no. The toe stop threads, I really want you to know, it's a metric thread. So we weren't able to create a standard thread on these toe stops. So the aftermarket components that will come next year will come with a metric thread. Other brands that use a metric thread are Kaya and Rollline. So if you need to replace the toe stop immediately, you can go with those brands. But currently we're not going to have an aftermarket accessories kit available for a couple more weeks. Now for the plate. The plate is almost identical to the Marvel plate that is on the Beach Bunny. The Marvel plate is not meant for, the Marvel plate on the Rainbow Rider. The plate on the Rainbow Rider is almost identical to the one that is on the Beach Bunny. And it is a great plate. It's low to the ground. It offers a lot of stability. It's not made specifically for any advanced skate park thrashing, and it's not made universally for any aftermarket skate park components either. The Rainbow Rider comes with soft wheels, and so moving on to the wheels of the Rainbow Rider, a soft wheel is not ideal for the skate park. You really want a hard, sensitive wheel. And the reason why is because you're looking for sensitivity because the ground is changing as you're rolling on it. Soft wheels are really made for a flat ground, and the ground can have rocks and stones and rubble and debris on it. Soft wheels are great for that. But the actual ground, you don't want transitioning with a soft wheel because you can't really feel the earth under your feet. The soft wheels act in a way like earmuffs do to sound. They numb the rumble so the roll is smoother. At the skate park, you want a hard wheel. Thank you, Hostile Gem. At the skate park, you want a hard wheel because you want ultimate sensitivity because the ground is changing direction and you're trying to navigate yourself through the skate park with lots of people, so you're going to want a hard wheel, ultimate sensitivity. The ground is changing direction, so you want to feel the ground as it's changing. Does anyone have any questions about the toe stop or the wheels? I'm going to take a moment to scroll through the chat. If I were to recommend a skate between the bunnies and the Rainbow Riders for dancing, I would probably choose which one I could afford, really. I think they're equally they're very similar. You know what? Okay, the Beach Bunny would probably be a better option right now because you could then put a jam plug in. And I honestly can't tell you whether Rollline makes a jam plug right now. I don't know if Kiana has Snapchat, but Kiana definitely has TikTok. All right. Any other questions? Yeah, Rasta Man, there is a way that you can win free skates. There's a couple of ways. There's Miko is a roller skater in the community that just released a song and is doing a Rainbow Rider giveaway right now. You can learn about that on the Moxi Roller Skates Instagram stories. And there's also a way that you can win a custom skate made by Rydell at the customs department by participating in our Ride the Wave challenge. Yeah, the tow guards and tow stops will come together in an aftermarket package. The best way to break in your Rainbow Riders is by using them. If you're feeling like it's difficult to break them in, you may want to put an extra pair of socks and tie them tighter and just go on a really long, easy, relaxing skate to your favorite music. Mary C., I understand that you're not trying to be mean, and we're also trying to ramp up our entire production and distribution. So I hope that you will receive them very soon. There are many international distributors that are ordering the Rainbow Riders in bulk. The main difference between the bunnies and the Rainbow Riders is probably the fit. The Rainbow Riders are a bit wider. We've been asked to have a boot that is a little wider. We really identify with having a medium width boot when it comes to the lollies, the bunnies, and the jacks. We don't make a wider boot, but there's a little bit more room in the fit of the Rainbow Rider, which we thought would be good for roller skaters since they ask so much for it. We will not be selling rainbow replacement wheels. The rainbow wheels are very similar to the Beach Bunny wheels that are also not sold aftermarket, but we've had plans to make them available. But we just haven't been able to bring those out on their own yet. Snow White, you can ask me questions about the wheels, and we can talk about the Estro wheels that just came out in a couple of minutes at the end. I just want to make sure that I get all the questions. Any more questions in regards to the Rainbow Riders or the video that we just played? You all know that you can win. There's a couple of different ways to win some right now. Yeah, sliding on the plates, Wendy, that was challenging and very fun. Coach Jeter rules. I don't have any opinion on the Impala roller skates. The hardness of the wheels is about an 82A. You are so welcome, Betty Boop Rocks. There's nothing more that I like than pouring energy into roller skating, especially when it comes to product development. Rastaman, I would go with a 10. You can absolutely street skate in the Rainbow Riders, but I wouldn't be doing any jumps, stair gaps, or taking any big risks on the Rainbow Riders. The Rainbow Rider is a good skate to start out in. But if you're going to be doing, if you're looking forward to doing stunts and getting flippy or jumping downstairs, I would start yourself off on a second pair. If you're just trying skating out, Rainbow Riders are great. But if I had a sense that I was just gonna re-roller skating for the rest of my life, I went into the store and I was like, whatever money can buy. I don't even own a car, but I want a pair of these roller skates. Can I please get the nicest pair you have? Give me a license to ride for the rest of my life. I need them. And if you've got those feelings, then just save your money and wait, because you know that you know, you don't want to waste stuff. You want to grow into your pair of skates, and the skates last a long time. So just save your money. I think that's all the advice I've got for the Rainbow Riders. Thuggish Unicorn 88, that's a really great question. I think right now we're just trying to catch up with the demand for the heeled skates. What's cool about a heel is, so I really want to explain the heel thing. Heels on wheels makes a lot of sense to me, and it makes a lot of sense to me just very simply because you're moving forward, so your weight's making its way backwards, so you really want to be able, you know, the heel catches your balance. When you're on a non-heeled skate, which is what I started out with I had roller skates when I was a kid, and then I grew with, I had rentals, and then I got a pair of speed skates, and I took those to the roller rink, and then my uncle got me some blades, and then I bladed, and then they were stolen, and then I went to summer camp, and I hurt my wrist, and then I saw aggressive rollerblading, and I was like, oh, I can probably do that, so then I picked that up, and then after blading, I went to college and did cheerleading and still skated, but there wasn't as much of a big scene for me at my school, so I left that city and moved to California, and then found roller derby. And when I signed up with roller derby, they had no heeled skates. We used flat skates, and the reason why is because the position that your body is in when you're playing roller derby is very low. You want to feel grounded. Ultimate ground control, as low to the ground as possible. So you kind of have this head, knee, and toe alignment when you're playing roller derby. When you're going fast and you're making turns, you want to be really low to the ground. The taller you are, the more friction is going to be, the more resistance you're going to face when you're going around the turns. So a low skate with no heel, it's not really great for agility, like side to side agility and standing up and getting down, like we do in ramps or dance skating. So that's why I like a heel, because a heel, I feel like I have some backing, some ground in the back to be able to tip my body weight forward if I lose my balance. I hope that makes sense. Does anyone else have any opinions about a heeled skate or a non-heeled skate? I just found it enlightening, really. The first time I put on a high-heeled skate, I found it enlightening to skate down the street. It just felt wonderful. Wow, I feel so much more balanced. These are so much easier to control. The power center of your foot is the ball of your foot. I mean, the heels are really strong too. But the ball of your foot is really where you're going to need to balance, because you've got to control the front of your foot. So they kind of work like paddles do, and you really want to have a lot of balance and strength in the balls of your feet. I don't know anything about those skates, Mystic Light. I'm sorry. S. Stewart, I am right there with you on that one. The Moxi skates are a unisex USA fit. They are in men's length, but the width is narrower than a men's medium width. So we've kind of hybrided, we've made a hybrid skate that will fit the majority of our market, which is unisex. So we've got our own sizing scale. It's really important to speak to someone that has used the product before so that you can get an idea of how they fit. Like a skate shop or us at Moxi Skates. Ooh, Audrey, looking for your question now. All right. If you wear a 6.5 women's US shoe, then I would strongly recommend a size 5 Moxi skate. All right, I'm gonna add a little quick bonus. I think that's all for the Rainbow Riders. Audrey asks, are the wheels good for the rink? Like, are they hybrid? So there's a couple of different aspects to a wheel that would make something hybrid. And those aspects can be fluid. So I would say like a standard hybrid wheel is something that works for a smooth, hard surface and also a rough surface. So I would pick like a middle of the road hardness durometer. That would be one aspect. Like an 88 to a 92 would be a good hybrid wheel. You'd probably want to put a indoor shape on it, but make the durometer a little soft. That's one aspect ratio to get a hybrid wheel. Another way is to make the wheel shorter. So shorter and narrow will give you more ground control and stability and agility. So if you have a very soft, short wheel that doesn't make you feel like you're pushing through marshmallows to get anywhere, then I would consider that a hybrid wheel, and I would consider the Rainbow Riders and the Beach Bunnies a more hybrid wheel because it doesn't feel like you're pushing through a whole lot of resistance when you're skating indoors on a smooth surface with a softer durometer. I live in New York and the roads are kind of rough, so do you know what size or softness the wheels should be for rough roads? Oh yeah, I'm from Philadelphia, and I like the whole reason behind my drive to create Moxi was because when I joined roller derby, I didn't know that there was such thing as a soft wheel. I thought that rollerblades, when they came out, they were a new invention, and that they just made it it was the rollerblade that made it possible to go out on the streets and anywhere and any place. But really it was the softness of the wheel and poor marketing from roller skating's job of being able to show customers that you can really use these for transportation, and you can. And a lot of roller rinks on the East Coast, well, it also doesn't make sense to sell outdoor wheels to everybody that has a roller rink on the East Coast because it's seasonal, and it's you'll stock your shop for the summertime, but then come winter nobody's buying outdoor wheels on the East Coast. But when I discovered that you can roller skate, not just blade, but roller skate outside on soft wheels, it was like a huge moment of career. Like, wow, the East Coast needs to know that soft wheels can be put on roller skates because we can use these as transportation just like the East Coasters did on rollerblades back in the 90s. And it was my whole mission is to bring this idea to light again and show East Coasters that we can take our roller skates out of the roller rink and into the streets. To answer your question, I would go with a 78A wheel. As soft as you can find, as soft and big as you can find, with a rounded edge for cruising, because that's a harder edge. You're gonna feel you're gonna feel rough surfaces more. If you live in Queens, New York, I know that you can support Five Stride Skate Shop. I know that they're in Brooklyn and you might have to travel there, but I'm not aware of another skate shop inside the city. But Five Stride is owned and operated by some of the most professional roller derby skaters that also dance and ramp skate and are just lovers of the wheel, and they can answer all your questions that you've got about skating in New York City. I'm so happy to read that, Kim H. Hostel Gem, I would go with a 9.5 if you're doing the jackboot and round up to a 10 if you're gonna go whole sizes. Wow, it's almost 30 minutes. I'm really blabbing. Well, thanks a lot for hanging out with me. I should switch to any other questions that you have about any other products outside of the Rainbow Riders. We just released the Michelle Stylin Roller Bones wheel. I've got a bit of an identity crisis. I used to play roller derby, and I really identify with the name and nickname Estro from my roller derby name Estrogen, but I don't play roller derby anymore, so I go by both now. So both names are on the package, and they have a really cute cereal concept, and they're hard. They are super hard wheels. They're 101A. The biggest difference between the Estrogen wheels and the Fun Day wheels is the hardness, the shape, and the compound. So the hardness is they're so much harder. They're going to be so much more sensitive. You're really going to feel the ground now. So if you went from like a Moxi soft classic wheel and then you moved up, you became more intermediate or advanced, you moved up to the Fun Day wheel and you're skating all over the place, in and out of the skate park. And now you're ready to move up to a wheel that you can really sink your teeth in. I mean, the 101A, you will feel everything at the park. You're not going to really want to skate them outside because they will wear down a bit more. You're going to want to save them just specifically for the park. Keep them clean. You really feel the concrete and your movements, and it's very difficult to explain, but there's just ultimate sensitivity of the rolling experience on these wheels. Fun Day wheels are more for skating from the streets to the parks and the rinks. You know, they're the lazy people wheel that you just never want to change your wheels. You're always going to be on your skates. Maybe you never take them off, and that's the most practical wheel for you. But if you're looking for, like, oftentimes as skaters, we hit these plateaus where we hit like a monotonous moment and we're like uninspired, or we're just like, you know, we're not working on anything in particular. We forgot what we were working on, or we're exhausted from trying it, and you need a little like pick me up, and you want to like really, you know, make roller skating juicy again. Change your wheels, and like a harder wheel is really going to be an eye-opening experience if you're used to a soft wheel. If you're a 6.5 in Women's USA, I would take a 5 in the Lolly. Ross Ellis says, I use Fun Days for ramp and skate parks, so the new Michelle wheels are ideal for leveling up in the park. Absolutely ideal for leveling up. All right, Lolly skates with the gummy wheels. The gummy wheels are like rolling trampolines. They're really soft. They just really feel bouncy and soft and cruisery, and they can run over anything. I love the Moxi Outdoor Classic wheel, and I use it. That is my preferred wheel for long distance strand skating or park skating. Like where I'm from, we've got a really big park that has a giant loop, but there's like sticks and twigs and leaves, and the Moxi trampoline, the Moxi Classic wheels are perfect for that. Are the lime trick wheels just for a bit more speed than the tan? You got it. That's right, Kim H. It's exactly what they're there for. The wheels will be available, you know, in 2020 Fun. I know that the wheels will be available in Europe in 2020 Fun. You are so welcome, Carla. Thank you, Kim H. Thanks for your questions, everyone. Thanks for being interested, wanting to know about product. It's my biggest passion in life. I love talking about it. I can't believe 32 minutes have passed by already. Does anyone have any last questions? Oh, I love you so much, Freebird. I love you back. And you know, all of us skaters, all of us passionate skaters, we all meet up, we all skate together. It's always a cry fest, especially when we're like distant and only know each other through social media and YouTube. But when we get together, it's a dream life. Like, look forward. There are so many more roller skaters now. 90% of the market is brand new, which means the whole it's a whole new world. So I hope everyone's really excited to meet each other. Inevitably, if you're passionate about skating, we all meet up. You know, there's only so many places that are pulling the whole world together on wheels, and we all eventually make it to those places, and we all do meet up and skate together. A whole new world. And all right, very lastly, since we don't have any more questions, bye, Michelle. Thank you, Sanaya Gaines. Very lastly, I'm turning 38 on December 30th. 38, like 8 wheels. Like I'm turning 30 skate. I'm having a 30 skate birthday party. It's a virtual slumber party. It's a virtual slumber birthday party. And I really want you to come. It's going to be on Zoom. We're going to broadcast it. And we're all going to get around the YouTube and watch my second Bones part, the Michelle Stylen Bones Bearings skate park edit, where I'm skating all around the tri-state area of the East Coast and Southern California, and we're gonna watch my video all together, get some funny reactions. We're gonna hang out and have a big slumber party, and I hope everybody can make it to my birthday party on December 30th. While I've got you, I'm also going to be on TV, on TLC, on the 21st of December. That's next Monday. There is a show called My Feet Are Killing Me. My feet have never been killing me, but I have had some ingrown toenails in my skating career, and I had them removed publicly on television. So that might be entertaining for you to watch too. I think that's all I got. Thank you so much for hanging out. Happy Friday. Happy holidays. Stay safe and stay healthy. Wear your mask. Please wear your mask. And I love you. Thank you very much for hanging out. Happy Friday. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you so much for supporting Moxi Roller Skates in this YouTube channel. Please like and comment and subscribe, and please tell your friends to subscribe, because we really want more subscribers, because we really like you. All right, bye-bye. Take care.